Hello, you cunts. How you all doing? Hope you're well. Hope you're doing very fucking well. Right. Be a quick one. I'm only going to go over the quick things that I want to chat about. Right. So looking on to this week, well, most of you probably spoke to me over last week with what has happened. We've had a couple of gaps up this week. Do you find... I don't, mate. Christian, I don't. Don't normally see any problems. I normally just get over them, to be honest. You're always going to get gaps and other shit. So, yeah. Anyways, guys. Quick one. This week, I'm going to be looking for a euro-dollar short, just off an inside day failure that I saw going into this week. And we've been hitting a weekly level quite a bit. And if you know me enough by now, you would know that the more you hit a fucking level, the more I think you're going to break through it. I've got a pound yen long in, and I've also got S&P long, euro, dollar CAD short, and a possible cable short, and there's a very big pin bar on the old gold as well. But yeah, I'll just quickly go through them for you. So if I just go quickly onto the weekly levels for you. You can see we got a bit of a doji candle. You could kind of say that for the euro dollar last week. I don't really feel confident on just that alone. However, if you go onto the daily levels, we've got a big inside day failure going into the inside day here. We've hit this level quite a lot of times now, and I do feel at the moment, looking at it, that we should break through this level. And with the inside day failure, it is more of like a confirmation in price action that we should go through there. If we go into the H4, you'll kind of see why my stop is up here and why we should break this level. The next kind of level I think we should get to is at least to 131.87. Just that's my personal preference, but I do feel like that's going to happen at least this week. Going on to the week levels on cable, there's not really a lot up there that I feel like we should act upon right now. Euro, pound, nothing. Swissy, just of how we've put on this price action over the past week, how we closed above the low of this massive engulfing candle, I do feel like this might be a good area to get long. However, because it's not a bit of price action that I would instinctively react on straight away, I'm not going to do anything off of that. However, I do have a few areas pointed out, and if we go down onto the H4, you'll see how we reacted off this area in the past week, and how up here is a good area after looking on the weekly with the engulfing candle, which is quite close to there, but I don't have a current order there as well. Going on to pound yen, we've got quite a lot of bullish price action over the past 2 weeks. We've got two fucking big hammer bars that I reckon we get a bit of bullish off in this week going forward. We did get the big bearish candle, which I do think looking at the gap that we got on that, I do think we're going to fake it out, and I do have an order going off of this level here. Looking at where ATR is, it should be a great level to get long off as well and break all this liquidity and get a bit higher, possibly up to this weekly level, and I would manage it up to there as well. I do think that would be a great level to get long at. The next immediate trade that I would like is on the S&P, and it's actually long on the S&P, and a lot of people will be like, oh, why are you trying to get long on the S&P? We're on all-time highs. Been a couple of times before, and the reason is, if you actually look off what we've done previously, where we've pretty much smashed this level, and we're literally hitting this weekly level quite a lot, and ATR is there as well going into tomorrow. I do feel like coming off here with a bit of price action, I feel like we're going to smash through this level and go at least to 29.83, if not 3,000. I do think that's the next big mark for there. I know Donald Trump's being a massive cunt on our Twitters and on the news, and I do feel like that is the next place that we're going to find a lot of shit going on there. But we're going to have to see what happens. It's just one of those things, and we just have to go from there. However, that's one of the trades that I do feel like which can happen next, which is quite high probability. Off of that, would really like to get shorty dollar CAD. Going on to here, it's not actually this purple level here. It's the one a bit higher, just due to the fact we got quite good price action off this level. We had a pin bar and impulse move all the way down to around here. I really feel like if we got short off this level here, especially with the ATR down here above this impulse move through the level, I do think we'd have a very good reaction off of the current area that I like to sell off. But we'll have to see about that over the next couple of days, obviously, because if we do get ATR above there, I will definitely pull the trade. That's another area that I'd like to see what happens at. Going on to not cable, fucking hell, what am I on about? Way too much of Bev off tonight. There is a possible short level here, not gonna lie. If we go on the daily candles of this massive engulfing on the inside day, and I have got quite a lot of data off of this to say that we have very good reactions off of inside days and having engulfing bars. I do think this would be a good area to get short, but the only problem is about this is we've only had one good reaction off of this level so far, and just because we've only had one good reaction, and this was an area where I was looking to get long off last week on an hourly time frame, with ATR being quite a bit higher when we was looking into it last week, and I was looking to get long up to this area where my take profit was. It was just it's just somewhere where I wasn't comfortable holding it over the weekend, and I think going into next week now, having this massive engulfing bar, I think we should get a good reaction off there and come a bit lower, but we'll have to just see what happens off of that. But except that, there's not a lot of other things that I want to talk about. Obviously, if you look at the weekly as well on the oil WT on that, we got not a massive pin bar, but it's kind of one if you like to talk about them like that as well. So we have to see what happens. Going down all of the others, not many other things that we can talk about really, but we'll have to see what happens over the week. I feel like I'll get at least one or two trades this week that should be in my grade boundary, which aren't cunt trades, and yeah, we'll have to see what happens. But I'll tell you what, guys, if you have anything you want to talk about over the week or anything like that, I'd love to speak about them. I've got a couple of areas where I'd like to go on to. I've actually got down on a post-it note right next to me that I'd like to record like inside day failures where they either breach a low and the MAE after that and actually complete the inside day failure and just shit like that. But if you guys have anything you want me to speak about over the next week which interests you, or just literally anything, I'd be very glad to go over them. Even if I don't fucking stand them, I'll put a lot of research into it. But yeah, that's pretty much about it tonight, guys. I'll speak to you lot on Wednesday. I'll update you lot if I go over anything else. How many days ago, Christian? I normally only get about 2 or 3 trades a week. When I traded the hourly chart, I'd get about 5. But at this moment in time, I trade on a 4 hour just because I get a lot better strike rate on there. I've got about an 80% strike rate on the 4 hour chart, and I'd rather wait just to get that because just mentality. I do not want to be acting on shite. So that's pretty much it. But anyways, guys, I'll probably speak to you midweek. Have a great week. Smash the fucking market. Absolutely do it in. Like, any of you lot do 4 or 5R, just let me know and I'll give you a little bit of a shout out on the next stream. But I'll speak to you soon, and I hope you lot do well this week. Any questions, just DM me and we'll have a little chat about it. But Lidges, I'll speak to you soon, and yeah, have a good time. Good luck, God bless, Godspeed, and speak to you soon. Good night.